What's up out there? For this week's Indie of the Week, I have selected Abiotic Factor. This is developed by Deep Field Games, who also created The Unfortunate Spacemen, which is, I believe, a free-to-play game, kind of like Among Us in some ways. There's some social deduction game going on. I'm not exactly sure of it. I've not played it. It looks cool, but it's more of a co-op game or something like that, or a multiplayer game. I've just not played it. This particular game released into early access May 2nd, 2024. I was super excited for it, grabbed it as soon as it came out. It is currently $24.99 on Steam, and I would describe this as Half-Life with building and crafting. So this basic story is kind of the story of Half-Life. You're a new employee. In fact, if you go through the introduction, you go through like your first day on the job, they teach you all the different, basically how to play the game, which I think is a very cool way of doing it. I'm not a fan of a lot of the, here's how to learn everything on the game, but the way this one does it, I think is very well. I hate being stopped when I'm trying to play, but this kind of does everything before the event happens. And then when you actually start the game, it's after the event happens. So it's very much the way Half-Life rolls out if you've ever played that. Something happens in the facility and all kinds of crazy monsters let loose. The difference with this one is you have crafting, you have some form of base building, like crafting benches and stuff like that to build. I've not gotten terribly far into it. I've taken a couple of swings at this and I loved it every time. I've just not played it any further. So I was trying to figure out where I wanted to take this video. Do I start in the middle of the game or do I start at the beginning of the game? But I replayed it the other day, started over from scratch, and I think from scratch is the best way to show this off. So we're going to enter the facility, start a new game, and create a game. I don't care, we'll call it the world, whatever. We're gonna load in here and we're gonna select our class or our job. So you get choices, you get different starting points. This is kind of the way, think Elden Ring or any of the Souls games where you've got different classes you can start from and they all have different starting points. So you get a different number of points to start from. And these are allocated into skills or whatever. So the lab assistant's good with stealth. I don't like stealth, so that won't be me. Epimedical bionomous. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these. So there's basically a medic. You've got defensive combat with blunt melee, plus 2 into blunt melee, a bit of fortitude, sprinting, and strength. This would probably be one of the ones I would take. This one is a builder. You've got a gardener, a chef, throwing utility, offensive combat, and then basically a blank slate you can do whatever you want with. Now, this is co-op, so I'm going to guess that you would want to mesh some of these together and try to have like a good group together. For me, it's going to be, as a single player experience, I would take either defensive combat or offensive combat, which is weird that this is called defense analyst and he is an offensive combatant. I would have maybe expected those to be different, but I'm going to choose this one. He's got reloading, which implies some kind of firearm at some point. I have not found one. Blunt melee, fortitude, strength, and accuracy. So we're going to hit next. And then on this screen, I love this here. And this is kind of why I wanted to start from the beginning, is to actually show the character creation part, because I think this is very cool. So you have positive traits and negative traits and a pile of points. So what you can actually do is come in here and select positive traits, which actually remove these points, or negative traits, which give you points. So let's say you wanted to take this character and somehow end up with the fanny pack. You would have to come up with 5 more points. So you would have to take like painfully obvious and, well, we've already got slow learner. So you would have to take a number of maybe fear of violence and weak bladder. So these give you different points. So fear of violence, you refuse to engage with the most combat related skills past level 5. So accuracy, reloading, blunt melee, sharp melee, and throwing. So this would definitely not be good for us to take, but it would give us 4 points. We could take weak bladder, so you're pissing all the time, and that would give you 5 points, and then you could go ahead and take this fanny pack. So you can kind of balance out some negative traits with some positive traits and get a kind of a more nuanced character, and just I think this is very cool. Or you can just take all positives and we take self-defense and get there. Or we could do bladder of steel with gardener, light eater, so we don't need as much food. There's a lot of different things in here. Thick-skinned, 50% chance of receiving bleeding injuries. I'm not sure. I think I want to do self-defense on this. Although we could do buff Brainiac, and there's no plus, or there's not a -1. We'll do this one just for the sake of it. So we finish this off, and we go ahead and start. But you can balance out your positives and negatives, and get a little bit different character, a lot of range in character creation. So we come in here, we've got different NPCs to talk to. I guess I didn't want to hit him. But we can run around in here, and let's see, we need to go into, we can't go into here yet because that's locked, but we can go in here, and we can pick up duct tape. These items do respawn. I played long enough the other day that I actually saw some things respawn, and I don't think they're in like the same location every time either. We can dismantle this. The buttons are a little confusing for me sometimes. There's a E to pick up and an F to break down, and I kind of want to use the same button for everything, so I get a little confused, shall we say. This has also got hold crouch, which I don't like. I didn't see I looked through it. I didn't see a way of actually doing like a toggle crouch, but everything you destroy drops off some metal scraps in here. Once you're in a small area, you just stay crouched, but I wish there was a toggle crouch. I've not found a way to get through that fan yet. What does this? Oh, yeah, we got to open that front door. There's a dude down there we got to let in. Tab for inventory. I use C for crouch, so that is what's supposed to be crafting. That is this hotkey here, and there's different items to craft. This is another reason I wanted to start off at the very beginning. I don't know how annoying this is going to get. I do like this. I do find it kind of annoying. I don't know that there's a negative to this, but you have an idea for a crafting bench. So you have to take these parts and align them on this little grid down here, or grid, whatever you want to call it, these little boxes. So you would take the power supply and put it here because gray, or not gray, but yellow to yellow. And then you've got a gray one, a little snowy looking one, and another gray and another snowy one. So you kind of want to sit here and think, okay, would this be duct tape, glue, pipe, metal scrap? Which ones go where? There was only one choice here, so I made that. I'm going to think metal scrap and either duct tape. Well, this one's already used, so probably duct tape. Then you click the brain and it tells you whether you did something good or not. Two of these were correct, so now we got to find the other one, which is metal pipe, and then you select this and you've got it. I don't know that there was a negative to that. So this kind of feels a little bit, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, mindless in some ways. I'm not sure. Throw all this in here, see what it does. No, this really wanted fans, so now we've got this. So like, do I lose XP or something? It almost feels like there's a waste of time to go from one step to the other, and I should have just had it. I'm not sure. But you can craft throwing nets. We've got, what is this, paper? Anyway, you've got your inventory system here, and you've got your items to select between here. So we've got like a little net. There is something over here we don't want to get hit by, but we can run up on it and, stomp it. We didn't stomp it right. We can collect that. I thought it was the other guy that was coming up. This guy got fried. Let's see. I keep wanting to hit the F key. F is pick up in other games, I think. I get kind of confused. The other thing, because you can't toggle, because I have to hold this, there's an enemy over there I want to sneak up on, and I can't toggle it, so now I have to use two fingers to control this. Now, I'm not a fan of that. That's why I really would like the toggle button. Let's see. You may want to craft some nets. Yes, we've already got that. Crafted those up. Thank you very much. Let's see here. We can go into here. I think that's my biggest complaint, is that I'd love to have the toggle button, just crouch toggle. I think this kind of sucks. So here's the room we started in, and we're making our way through the vent system. This is kind of a big, for lack of a better term, it's a big open world type game. So there's a lot of freedom of movement and a lot of places you can go. You see that there's some item in there we can go get. Jump over here, we can break these down. This is kind of where I wish the the E and the F key kind of did the same things. Because I have to choose between two keys, one to break things down and one to pick things up. That's sort of annoying. Let's see, we can go into this room here. And there's a doorway between. Ladders, I always struggle with ladders. Like you can push forward and go down. Sometimes I fall off. T is for time, not flashlight. This is the opposite. I don't want to go in here just yet. We're going to dismantle this. This is where I get confused on the buttons. E to pick up, F to break down. All right. There should be some of these little guys in here somewhere. And got hit with them either way. Power sockets on the wall. You can actually make crafting benches and stuff. One thing I've noticed is monsters respawn. F key, please. I noticed monsters respawn. So, like, this would probably not be a good place to build things. I think we're going to need a bunch of this stuff. So, in the upper right, we've got some pinned recipes we have to do. Like, to advance the story, we need to create a crafting bench. E to pick up. And we can dismantle this. I hear another monster over here somewhere. But having to move and strafe and all that without using the right finger, that kind of sucks. That's me no likey. I thought there was another monster in here. I hear you. He might be outside. If you use the email terminals, you can read this. They will give you recipes for like knives and stuff, or a shiv. About to say shank. Let's see. What do we got up here? Nothing we can interact with up here. I think we've gotten everything out of here. Usually there's... I probably should use my flashlight. Okay, in here... Maybe that's why they want shift or control crouch. I don't like control crouch, though. Not a fan of that. Catch you, stomp you down, grab the food... He gets cold and interacts.
Colder and I'll be homeostatic.
He complains about it being cold. Like, nice touches on all of this. Let's see here. There are...
Need warmth.
We've got enough to pick up the knife. I don't know that I want to pick all these up, but you can pick these things up. There's an office over here with some storage areas we can throw some things in. Somewhere around here. Oh, crap, missed. Got him. And we need to go back to nets. Probably need to craft another net up because there's another one of these guys floating around in here somewhere. And we missed. Let's go full on stab, see what happens. All right, he takes a while. Why am I still feeling a bit chilly? Okay, so we got some food, a pan. I think we can cook on this if we wanted. I have not bothered with the cooking system just quite yet. There is a shutter we can unlock over here. Like I said, some of this stuff respawns.
Hello. Over here.
In fact, we didn't have to go through that route. There's a doorway here we can open to come through here. So basically what we did is we went up through the vents over there. You can see those vent openings there. We came out through here. This is one giant interconnected place, and I love how this works. So you'll see the security office here. There's a little room next door, which comes through here. We've got a take all. Yeah, see, so like you have to hit F to take all. It's just kind of odd. Oh, but this door is locked, which we can get through here and go this way. So there's multiple ways of approaching this. You can come through here and it's all one giant loop. Then there are cupboards in here so we can drop off. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We should go in here and equip some stuff here. We've got a security hat. This gives you nothing. Can be scrapped. That's all we can do with it.
Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, safety and...
No, do not care. I don't think I have anything else we can equip, so we can drop some stuff off in the cupboards here, kind of get rid of some stuff. Oh, we've got a decent chunk of metal pipes. We are away, just a little bit away from crafting the one item we can, which, let's see here. Go back into the inventory. Let's drop this down instead of that, because we need to bash these computers in. We need the power supply. Grab some parts off of this here. We got some new recipes, and what we need to do is go into crafting. We've got some new ones to try. So storage crate, I'm going to guess probably wood and plastics. So lucky first guess. This one gets a little bit more complicated. So we have to make two choices here, one choice of this, but there's two to select from, and a choice here. This is a vacuum, so I'm going to guess probably an energy brick. Looks like, I would guess, gauge, whatever that thing is, and then carbuncle. It's going to tell me that I'm missing one, so it was really pipes all along, and we're cool. We got that. Like I said, I'm not sure how annoying that's going to get over time. Let's see, we're going to need a test tube, I think. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Like, there's no negatives. I don't know. It's a fun mechanic, but I don't know how annoying that's going to get over time. Let's see here. We have to pick probably something there. Carbuncle crown. I've already selected it. I can't deselect that. So we'll do fan. We'll do this. But I think some of the ideas are in the name. Probably, no, doesn't say. I was going to say there might be a description. So we probably want duct tape and plastics. And now we've got an idea. What do we need to craft? We need to craft... Oh, the crafting bench and the energy brick. So we go into here and energy brick. Oh, but we need the crafting bench. So we go over here to crafting bench. We're going to create one of these, which we now have this, but my inventory's full probably. So let's drop off, say, no, we need the screwdriver. Let's drop these things off and drop off a knife because I've got plenty of those. We'll switch some of this stuff around. We're going to need that. We'll use the baton. Let's grab this thing here and number 4. So now we've got this build radius. I'm going to put this next to the power because this needs to be powered. Drop that down, switch to the screwdriver, and then we are going to build this thing. So now we can actually go in and craft the energy brick, but we don't have power. So we got to come over here to the power socket and connect this to power. And now we can do the we've created a few more inventions to create. Let's see here. This thing is repair and salvage. I think it's this. Duct tape, these, and maybe an anvil. Yep. Okay, I remembered that one. Battery. So the battery, I think, is definitely the coil, the energy brick, and the pipe. Nope. That. Okay, so then we come over here to a makeshift backpack, which is probably this and this. Yep. So we can create all this stuff if we had the materials for it, which we have plenty of metal pipe. I just need to get some cloth scrap. But we need to create this thing, the energy brick, so that's done. And that is now in our inventory. Yes. Nope, I didn't want to drop it. I actually wanted to put it down here. And we've got number 2 equipped because we're going to need a beaten stick. And let's see, we could pick all this stuff up here. There's a bunch of duct tape. I think I'm going to just leave it where it's at. This guy is trying to get through, but there's going to be like a monster that comes out.
The door.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have tried capturing him instead of stabbing him, but that's okay. So we can repair this. This guy gets killed. Yeah, this is actually going fairly well. Cool. Usually get killed by him, but I don't think I used the big stick when I beat him down. All right, so let's see here. Do I need to keep the battery pinned? I don't know. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten. I've explored a little bit up into the station here, but this is basically as far as I've gotten. This guy,
I don't know what's they don't tell me.
little security guard.
On a good day.
So he's going to tell you that there's a map over here. So we've got a map. And you are here. That is where we came from.
So hit the main tunnel in manufacturing on route 2. There's maps over there. But me
Cart?
staying right here.
I don't know that I've used a cart. Let's take all this. I do not know that I've used a cart. There is... Oh. No room. Let's see here. We should... Yeah, there's a terminal. What do we got in here? Power sockets are on a timer. Oh. So we're going to have to worry about... That's why you have the time. I guess I never looked at that before. So you have to worry about power going down at when? Let's keep on the wristwatch. Don't start a task. Can't finish before the... Yeah, I don't know when the power goes out. There's a nice earthquake. Okay, so let's go back in here. I am not sure if you drop stuff on the floor, if it stays there, if things respawn, or... I'm not sure how all that works. So what we're going to do is take this, and we're going to come over here, and we are going to try to create a backpack. And no room, so let's go back in here. I thought I hit the E button, but apparently did not. And let's drop a bunch of stuff off. I'm not sure what I really want to keep at this point, so I'm going to just drop a bunch of things out in here. I think you can create more storage at some point. I would assume so. You can create a backpack and everything, so let's drop this off. We need health. There should be... Oh, you know what? I did not get it here. There should be a splint we can take. And our backpack is on, right? Looks like there's a backpack on, but I don't seem to see any more. Do not see the backpack. Oh. Oh, there we go. Put it up there. Okay, that added 3 more spots. All right, let's go see what we can find up in here. I'm not a stealth person. I'm more straight up just go shoot it, beat it down or whatever. But you do die a lot if you do that, so it is not advised. This facility is fairly large. In fact, they've got a big update coming soon. No clue when it's coming around, but I think it was supposed to be out already, and it's just not quite gotten here yet. What do we got here? This gets me back into where I just was. So that's like a little shortcut. Apparently that's probably what that door is going to be over there too. And I'm going to guess there's mechs running around that we're going to have to worry about. Which it says... I hit J. Oh, we've got days of the week. I hit J, but it didn't tell me anything. I don't know how our stats level up. Like, do we use stuff? I think we gain XP. I've not gained enough XP to level up, I don't think. So this is a little bit into the new territory for me. What do we got here? Don't know that we can get in there, but we can bust this. Your items all have a durability. And you do have to repair things from time to time. Let's see here. Wildlife pens does not sound fun. Little monsters in here. There are different sectors. I believe you get outside at some point. Like, their whole goal is to get out of this whole thing. Oh, I thought there was a monster over here.
I have seen death.
Yeah, I have too. I got mowed down by a few things that were unpleasant. Looks like you could probably base craft anywhere too. Like you could set up shop wherever you wanted. Let's see here. What's down this way? And this place looks pretty big. And they keep adding sections to it. Hey, there's a security robot. Bet he's not going to be happy when I go walking through. Let's find out where this goes. Choppinator. That sounds fun. What do we got up here? Vents we could probably crawl around. I'm guessing I probably want to have a flashlight out. This looks shaky. There's some rather unpleasant things down there. I can't see a thing. That is on number 5. There's a doorway. You know what? We're bleeding. So we need to apply this. Little slash indicator. This thing's not shooting at me, is it? I don't know what's... I'm assuming something's going to start spitting at me. What do we have for health? Where's my health indicator? The thing is shooting at me. Let's come in here. I think we're reasonably safe for the moment. X. So there's food. You have to take a dump every so often. And let's see here. Iodine probably doesn't work. The healing syringe. I don't think I want to waste that just yet. Let's see here. Take this thing out. The old beaten stick. Collect some stuff up as we go. You cannot break these, but you can see into the next area, kind of get an idea where you're at. I think when you die, you lose all your stuff. Or you lose whatever's in your toolbar you keep. Where you go? I am not good with hand tools, for sure. Take all that. I don't know that I want to collect a whole bunch of stuff at the moment. I probably want to get back somewhere. I don't know where that goes, so I'm not going to drop down into that. And I really need a flashlight. Let's see, what do we have in here? Little pool area. I think they've done a really nice job on just the overall aesthetics of everything. Doesn't seem like there's anything nasty down here. Oh, you don't want to fall either, by the way. Doesn't look like there's anything in the water. This looks relatively safe. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure what packaging does. I think you can just move stuff around. Oh, yeah. So we could package this thing. And it broke. So you could package that and move it. I'm assuming you can move it into, like, wherever you're going to call home. Put this on. Let's see here. Yeah, but you have a chance of breaking things, too, as you go. Bathrooms in here. Let's see what's...
I
you
thought
got to
this
say?
might be a safe place to wait until they sorted this out. Whatever this is. Looks like I was wrong. That useless rent-a-cop in the plaza said to go through manufacturing, then head for the surface tunnel, I suppose. But that's a whole sector away. If they think I'm walking all that way through their toxic machine shops, they can think again.
Okay, let's see if we can go get into some trouble. I don't want this to be a 2-hour video. I could get lost in this game, and I think that's probably one of the best things I can say about this is you just kind of get lost in here. I don't think we need to pick those up. That's the other side of there. Cafeteria. I think I got mowed down in here last time I was... Oh, no. I know where we're at. We're at the beginning. So if we go back this way... Yeah. Back to there. Yeah, so this seems like a good time to just drop this off. There's a lot of combat we could get into, but the video is kind of running a little bit long, and I don't want this to be terribly long. There's an outside section. Ooh, I never noticed that before, but that's all outside. We could probably get over there. So there's this giant facility to explore. They've got an expansion coming to this. This is in early access, so it's going to be developed over a long period of time. Hopefully it's going to be a very massive game. It looks very cool. And I've definitely enjoyed what I've played so far. And I really wanted to share this one because I thought this was a very cool game. Really excited to see where this one goes. So I'm going to cut this off here. The video's been long enough. It doesn't need to be any longer. You get the idea. This is what you have to offer. A lot of exploration, a lot of combat, a lot of base construction type things, and a lot to look forward to if you're interested in this kind of game. So that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.